Would you like to get one premium tank with amazing DPM and with crazy top speed? And premium tank that is one of the rarest tanks in this game. Well, in that case you are not going to find it from this video, because DPM of this tank is complete garbage, top speed is complete garbage, and yes, this tank was one of the rarest tanks in the game, but not anymore because it is going to be back for sale. For one day, but still back for sale. But what is good about this tank, what is bad about this tank, how to play it, how to play against it, and so on. Everything is going to be in this video, with some gameplay action of course. And let's find out if this tank is going to be worth the money. So let's get right into the news. Yes, Keemstar. So, ladies and gents, welcome back to World of Tanks. Yet another tank review episode for you today, and I have something exclusive. Yes, I can say that this tank is a really exclusive tank, but it is not going to be so exclusive after 1st of April, because let's put it out here guys, this tank is going to be on sale for one day. For only one day, and this date is 1st of April. No, this is not April Fool's joke. No, this tank is actually going to be for sale for only one day. So if you would like to get it, keep that in mind. You have only one day window to grab this tank. But let's find out if this is actually worth it. And as always, while you are enjoying some gameplay action on the background, I am going to talk about this vehicle, which is M6A2E1, Tier 8 American Premium Heavy Tank, also known as M6 Mutant, M6 Alien, or simply Alien because of that hideous turret. This turret really looks like the head of an alien. So yeah, this is where it got his nickname from, I believe, but this tank is actually one of the first premium tanks in this game, if not the first tier 8 premium tank at least, because I believe there was something like AV220 beta version or something like that before this tank, but M6A2E1 was a reward tank for everybody who pre-ordered something from Wargaming before World of Tanks was actually released. I believe they had to order 25,000 gold package or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But yes, this tank was one of the rarest tanks in this game, and I have to say, sadly, I didn't have this tank, yes, I know, but sadly they are bringing it back, and this is the first thing I do not like about this tank. We should have super rare tanks, like this tank was in the game. I liked it. I really did like the fact that we had something like this in the game, but if they are going to bring back every single rare tank, then okay. Yeah, maybe we are not going to have super rare tanks in the future, but who knows. Anyways guys, now I believe let's talk about this vehicle while you are enjoying some gameplay action on the background, of course. And let's start with what is bad about this tank and what I do not like about this tank. So let's start with firepower, and I believe I am actually going to combine what is good or what is bad about this tank. It is much easier for you to understand. Now, DPM of this vehicle is really bad. 1684 stock DPM with 100% crew. We know that Löwe has bad DPM, we know that D34 has bad DPM, but those guys, they have more penetration. Penetration on M6A2E1 has 198mm. Exactly the same penetration as we get on standard Tier 8 USA heavy tank D32. 320 average damage. Yes, this is exactly the same as on Löwe, but Löwe has 234mm of penetration. So, overall DPM of this vehicle is bad, penetration with standard rounds is bad, average damage with one shot is average. But what is going to kind of save this super bad average penetration, or actually not save, what is going to make it a little bit better, is the fact that according to Wikipedia, this tank has special matchmaking. So this tank can only see up to tier 9 vehicles. And in this range, it is okay at the best. But once again, if we are going to compare this penetration to nowadays premium heavy tanks that Wargaming is releasing, it is complete and utter garbage. So reload time 11.40 seconds, rate of fire 5.26 rounds per minute, aiming time 2.2 seconds. Aiming time on this vehicle is actually really nice, I like it, for heavy tank especially. 2.20 second aiming time with 100% cryo. So this is not too bad, pretty good actually. Accuracy 0.4, nothing special, and one of the best things about this gun or gun handling is gun depression in my opinion. Minus 10 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation. This minus 10 degrees of gun depression opens up so many different doors, different plays. You can use bumps, hills, ridge lines, and yeah, overall it works great with this turret, but actually you do not want to hide your hull, because hull is going to be one of the strongest things about this tank, but more about that soon. Shell velocity of this weaponry is really bad, 945 meters per second. It is actually one of the worst shell velocities, so you have to keep that in mind. You have to lead your targets a little bit more than with other tanks. So overall firepower, I can say overall firepower is actually under average, simply because of that penetration, that TPM, and shell velocity. Accuracy is kind of meh. What is good about this weaponry, this firepower, is gun depression and aiming time, in my opinion. Yeah. So mobility, let's move on into the mobility. As I said in the opening scene, this tank has super garbage top speed, 29 kph. But at the same time it has 960 horsepower engine. Fairly decent power to weight ratio, 14.34, but you are not able to use this power to weight ratio because you are going to be at top speed like this. Done. And what you are going to do after that is just boring top speed grind. I do not know why this tank has 29 kph top speed limit. I can feel this tank is screaming, please, can I go faster, can I go faster, but game says no, fuck you, you cannot go faster. So yeah, overall mobility, simply thanks to that, is really bad. I don't like it. I don't like such a slow vehicle, such a slow heavy tank. 29 kph. Not fan. Terrain resistance says actually hard terrain resistance is kind of decent, 1.09, medium 1.43, and soft 2.74. But now let's talk about one of the best things about this tank, which is frontal armor. Guys, this tank doesn't have any armor on the sides or in the rear of the tank. Actually, turret has a pretty epic armor in the rear, but hull doesn't have any. Every single bit of armor is in the front of the tank. So this tank is almost the same armor-wise as AMX M449 Liberty. 191mm thick frontal plate, 66 on the side and 51 in the rear of the tank, and turret is 229, 89 and 208. And I believe, as you have already seen from the gameplay action on the background, this tank can bounce a lot of tier 8 shells, especially if you are going to use your armor correctly. It doesn't have huge weak spot beacons on the top of the tank like Liberty has, so this tank is a little bit better frontal armor wise in my opinion, because if you are going to fight face to face versus Liberty, it is super easy to penetrate it, but it doesn't have screaming weak spot beacon on the top of the tank. So overall frontal armor is really good, and I have been bouncing a lot of shells with this tank. So yeah, hit points 1500, which is kind of average for tier 8 premium heavy tank. View range 380 meters, so once again kind of nothing too crazy over here. And I believe that is it. I believe that is it about the specs of this vehicle. So, before some gameplay action, let me show, if I had this vehicle, how I would play it, or in the future, if I am going to have this vehicle, how I am going to play this tank. Of course, I have my crew members from T-57 heavy tank and T-34 Yeah, why not? Brothers in Arms is activated. I have ventilation. I have large caliber tank on rammer and vertical stabs for extra gun handling. I do not need more view range because I have to push this DPM as high as I can. Because this tank, as I said before, has complete garbage DPM, and even after boosting it with Brothers in Arms, with ventilation, with food. Yes guys, I am going to play this tank with food if I am going to get it, because otherwise this DPM is just, I cannot bear it. And after doing all that, I was able to get it over 2041 average damage per minute. Yes, after doing all that. And all the rest of the stats are looking like this. Aiming time is 2.01 seconds, which is pretty good. Accuracy 0.37, still meh at the best. DPM, we already talked about that, and nothing too crazy. 429 meters view range from 380 meters. So yes, this is my M6A2E1 Mutant, M6 Mutant. And yes, this tank was an accident, as we can read from here. Uncle Sam's accident, little accident, you know, happy accident, like Bob Ross would say. But anyways, let's jump into some battle action. Let's see. So, welcome to the Himmelsdorf, everybody, or sorry guys, welcome to the Winter Himmelsdorf, everybody. And enemy M44 was lost in battle. Well done, buddy, good going. Anyways, this matchmaking, as you can see, is almost perfect matchmaking. We have a lot of tier 8 tanks on the enemy side with tier 7 heavy tanks. That means we have a lot of HP on the battlefield. And I already bounced my first heat shell. And this 112 is going to be actually a huge pain in the ass with this ammunition choice. But I'm here together with Oni and IS6, and at the moment I'm simply waiting for those guys. As you can see, it was a little bit crowded. I didn't know if those guys are going in or not, but when I saw that IS3 is also going to flank those guys, I knew that we have to go in, we have to support. And over here I didn't have clear shot for that 112, sadly. He was able to penetrate me, he was able to kill my loader, and I decided to put that shot into the Emil-1 because I didn't have clear shot into the 112, and I believe with 198mm of penetration I'm going to bounce off from the upper plate. So this is why I decided to shoot Emil-1. I didn't want to spend time aiming and so on. But oh-ho, enemy oh-ho needs only one more shot, and guess what is going to happen? Of course, I am going to roll super low, only 4 HP left on that oh-ho, and I am bouncing Emil-1, I am bouncing 112's heat rounds, and I spotted Scorpion G, who actually puts one shell into me with 521 damage. I was able to track 112, luckily. So once again, upper plate, I'm only able to see 112's upper plate, so let's focus down Emil-1. Those two tanks are from the same tier, so it really does not matter. After we are done killing one tank, we can focus on another one. So I know that if... Okay, that shot was really bad, but I know that if I'm able to face hug this guy, he should not be able to kill me, and I have super high profile tank. Like really high profile tank, and I have easy shots into the commander hatch, and I'm ready for that Emil-1. As you can see, I'm angling my turret for Emil-1 at the same time while I'm trying to pull it at 112, and Emil-1 was actually able to pull one shot into me, and this could have been a bluff over here. I thought maybe this guy is bluffing, pulling back like that, so it was a super risky move by me to go in like that, but I had to take that risk because Scorpion G was behind me, I knew that. And now we are surrounded, we are being surrounded, full HP Tiger 1, I believe this guy came down from the hill. So good job Tiger 1, Scorpion G is over here, and behind me we have Oni. And Scorpion G, I believe, is actually going to deal with IS-6, but I do not know that yet. At this point, I do not know, maybe Scorpion G is waiting for me where he is at the moment or where the last known position was, so this is why I'm so suspicious, but at the moment I see Scorpion G, I decided to go in for that Tiger 1. Quickly going to repair my tracks. Let's track the Tiger 1 as well. Now my bad DBM might cost me my life over here, but luckily Oni is shooting HE ammunition and I am able to survive to take yet another shot, and Scorpion G decided to snap me and missed the shot. So if I'm lucky enough, I should be able to deal one more damage, and I blocked every single bit of damage from that HE shell. Yep, 329 damage done. I'm actually kind of trapped over here, so I don't know what to do. I'm trying to hide my commander hatch, so I really do not understand. As you see, I raised my gun. I really do not understand where that Scorpion G did hit me. Maybe my commander hatch was still visible. I don't know. But anyways, I go down. But I didn't go down without fighting. 3,000, close to 4,000 damage done. 3 kills, close to 1,300 raw experience. Top 1 by far, and 93,000 credits profit, and I actually fired a couple of premium rounds as well. So, ladies and gents, this is Uncle Sam aka Accident from USA, Tier 8 super rare premium heavy tank M6A2E1. Now, is this worth the gold? Is this worth the money you have to pay for it? It would be worth the money you have to pay for the tank. But if it only comes in bundle, around 80 bucks, then no. This tank is not worth the money you have to pay for this tank. 80 bucks for freaking Tier 8 premium heavy tank that is average at the best? No. Guys, think about it. We have D26E5 in the game. Why should you get this tank as well? For credits? No, this tank is not for credits. No, this tank is not for crew training. This tank is here if you like to collect tanks. And if you like to collect tanks, then go for it. Go pick it up and enjoy it. But if you like to get this tank for credits, for crew experience, no, get D26E5 Patriot or standard D26E5. So yes, now you know what I think about this tank, what is good about this tank, what is bad about this tank, how to play it, how to play against it, yada yada yada. I sound like some kind of auction guy trying to sell you stuff, but I am actually not trying to sell you anything. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope it was informative. I thank you for watching. I hope to see you here next time as well. Take care and bye.